All right, how's she going, eh? I've made a video for a while, and this one is not what I usually do. It's kind of, I'm out of my element here on this thing, but no, I'm doing some work on my 7.3 Powerstroke. It's an 03. It's been the best vehicle I've ever owned. I've daily drove it for 13 years, and I've worked on it very little. So the only thing I've ever done in 13 years is I had to have the driver's side valve cover gasket or valve cover off once due to a bad connection, and the whole bank on the driver's side was not firing. But I'll show you how you can fix that issue up. But yeah, I started to get a bunch of diesel in my coolant. Not good. And I was watching Peg from Zip Ties and Bias Plies, probably the biggest channel in Alberta, my parts. And he's a pretty smart guy. He sells himself short, but he knows what he's doing. And he kind of was showing how to test injectors on these suckers just by more or less unplugging them while they're running and see which one you get a miss on and whatnot. But yeah, the issue I was having was injector cups. So down inside there's a brass cup, and like I say, I don't know much about these motors, but since it's direct injected, the injectors must get extremely hot. So it has that cup there made of brass, and it has coolant flow around the cup. And I'd imagine, I'm guessing, after so many expansion cycles from heat and cooling, that they develop cracks. And I had a couple that had cracks, and what was happening is diesel fuel was going into my coolant system, which will destroy all hoses, gaskets, everything. So you don't want to be running around like that. So you got to pull them out with a special puller. That one's pulled already. When I was watching Peg's video, he said about pulling these, you're not going to have a good time. And it turns out it's actually not as bad as I thought. I think a lot of it has to do with the tool I bought. So this is the tool. There's a few out there. It's an Amazon one. This one's probably just over $100, but this is the one you want to go with. It's made quite well. All I've done is I put some STP on the threads so they don't get galled up, and I also put some under the shoulder of the bolt, so I get more pulling force with less amount of torque on the Allen key on the end. So I've been threading them about 4 solid turns and with the Allen key, and then they come right out. So what I've done is I put a coin inside so none of the shavings can go in. You could probably put some grease on the top and it would stick to it too. But yeah, so far so good. They have all went well, and I got some new ones on order. I did not go with Amazon ones. I got ones like OEM ones through Riff Raff Diesel for the cups, and also the O-rings on the injectors, because yeah, it's not something you want to cheap out on, because this is a big job and you do all the work, you don't want to do it again. So Amazon tool, but you want this one. There's a bunch of designs. This one is really good. It doesn't have a pin in it. I think it's all welded. So it's just got a rod that goes into there, but there's no, it must be welded or something. It's got no pin in it. Yeah, it's worked great. So yeah, you want to get about 4 solid threads, and I've had none slip. And then a little issue with the valve cover I was talking about. I'll show you. So believe it or not, there's a wiring harness inside this gasket, and it plugs into your harness under the hood here, and then it has a plug in here, and these feed your glow plugs, these feed your injectors. So what happens is this likes to come undone on its own, and then the whole bank won't fire. See how easy it comes apart? So what a guy wants to do is you want to take a 25-cent quarter, of course a novelty one, because you wouldn't want to deface currency, and you got to trim about a quarter of it off, and you jam her in the plug, and it never comes undone, and no problems there. So That's just a little tip. But yeah, this old girl has like 600,000 kilometers, so that would be about 400,000 miles. And I've had it like for 13 years. It's pulled all sorts of stuff, and it runs pretty much the same as when I got it. It doesn't use any oil, it doesn't really leak anything. It cold starts like crazy, like not plugged in, no problem. It can be well in the minus 30s, work a 10-hour shift, and she fires up. And yeah, it's clean as a whistle inside too for having the mileage. I always ran Rotella 040 in it and Wix filters, so I must be doing something right. As for air cleaner, I have this AFE stage 2 cold air intake on it. It's a pretty good design because it has the box, and a lot of cold air intakes aren't really sucking cold air, they're sucking hot air from under the hood. So I like this design. And the filter I have is a ProGuard 7, which is not really designed for flow, but it flows plenty. It filters very well, and it's a reusable filter, so I would highly recommend that. It's been on this truck for 13 years. Turbo looks perfect inside, it's not been dusted. And yeah, it's been a hell of a good vehicle. Just too bad the body didn't last like the motor did. But anyhow, I'll make another video this week and show how she dials to life. All right, till next time, have a good one.